Welcome back to Football Kings. Unfortunately, I'm the only one on the live stream today because Kingsley's not around today. Um, I won't say he called in sick, but he's caught up with something. So today we'll be discussing Champions League tomorrow. We'll be previewing the Champions League, Newcastle, Barcelona, Galatasaray, Liverpool, and we'll also talk about the FA Cup. Interesting fixtures, really, really, really interesting fixtures, right? Big fixtures there. So we'll see where the conversation takes us, and let's just dive in. Let's just dive in and see. So the first thing would be let's go through a couple of news, right? Um, in terms of tomorrow, we have the Liverpool Galatasaray Liverpool clash, which obviously Liverpool. I think Liverpool are favorites. Let's be honest with ourselves. Liverpool are favorites with that one. And you talk about Newcastle Barcelona, right? In which Barcelona are favorites for that one. So we'll see. But for the FA Cup, let's go through the FA Cup fixtures before we dive into the Champions League. So the quarterfinals happened today. But first, West Ham played. West Ham and Brentford played today. West Ham won on penalties, right? They won on penalties. I think it was 5-3 or 5-2. Not so sure. But overall, it was a good game, I would say. But the fixtures are interesting, right? For the quarterfinal draw happened today. We're expecting Southampton Arsenal. That's one of the fixtures we're expecting, which I think is easy. That's an easy. I won't say it's easy, but Arsenal should be beating Southampton. Then we'll have Chelsea Port Vale. That's another fixture that we should be keeping a close eye on. But at the same time, Chelsea has enough to beat Port Vale. Let's be honest. The big one, we have Manchester City, Liverpool. Manchester City, Liverpool. That's the big, I think that's the big fixture for this quarterfinal, right? And I remember telling Kingsley that you never can tell. You never can tell. You can't. He's been saying the FA Cup is his, right? But never can tell what happens, right? That's a big draw. You go to the Etihad first. We see what happens at the Etihad, but that's a big draw, right? In terms of the FA Cup, you have West Ham obviously and Leeds play. I think that's a fixture where anybody could go through, but typically you'd maybe West Ham go through in that fixture, right? So yeah, so I'll just give my reaction to the fixtures, then we'll dive into Champions League. For those just joining us, Kingsley's not available today. He called in sick, but yeah, maybe just Champions League fever. We don't know, but he had personal stuff today. I'm just joking. So, in terms of Southampton Arsenal, I just think that's an easy fixture for Arsenal. Arsenal should go through. Chelsea should go through. Let's be honest with ourselves, right? So, in the semi-final, we'll probably see Arsenal Chelsea play each other again. I know it's something Chelsea fans don't want to hear, but that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. They play each other, right? So that's one. And you talk about Manchester City Liverpool. That's a game where you can't really predict. You can't predict what's going to happen because yeah, you don't know what Liverpool is going to show up. You don't know what Manchester City is going to show up. For West Ham leads. We don't even know. That fixture too is iffy. But let's dive into the Champions League. So tomorrow we have a couple of fixtures, nice fixtures tomorrow, I'd say. We have Newcastle, Barcelona. Let me just pull it up. Champions League fixtures. We also have yeah. So we have Galatasaray, Liverpool. We have Newcastle, Barcelona. We have Atletico, Tottenham, and we have Atalanta, Bayern. Atlanta, Bayern. Nice fixtures, right? Okay, let's start from the other fixtures. Let's start from Atlanta, Bayern, Atletico Madrid, Tottenham. Then we'll go into like maybe Newcastle, Barcelona, then end with Galatasaray, Liverpool. I wish Kingsley was here. Kingsley could have run us through obviously what he expects for his club, but that's fine. He's not here today. Um, Atlanta, Bayern. This I would say this fixture is tricky in the sense that you obviously expect Bayern to go through. If you look at the fixture, you expect Bayern to go through. I don't think anyone will be looking at the fixture and saying, "Oh, Bayern is not going to go through," or they are going to have issues. Everybody expects Bayern to go through. I think Bayern are favorites in this one. They're favorites in this one. Um, yeah. In terms of people available, let me see who people missing for Bayern. Let me just see Bayern injuries because that determines a lot of things. People that are injured and suspended. Let's see. So in terms of people not available, Alfonso Davies not available. Hiroki Hiroki is not available. A defender. No, Manuel Neuer is not available. They have a midfielder suspended, but I think they have a complete squad, man. They have a complete squad. They have a complete squad. So we expect something really nice since they have a complete squad. They have Bayern has a complete squad, so I expect them to I expect them to blow Atlanta away. It might not it might obviously no fixture is easy in the Champions League, but they should be winning Atlanta. Do you get the level at which they play and all of that? I expect them to win. No, there's no excuse. Atletico Tottenham. This is kind of a tricky game because you talk about you talk about what Tottenham are going through in terms of the relegation fight and all of that, and they have to face Atletico Madrid, right? So I don't know. It's a case of do they throw away the Champions League tie, or do they throw the tie away, or do they go and fight? So I don't know. To me, I would say they should focus on the league. They should focus on the league because, yeah, I think the league is very much important. If you ask me, at this point in time, the league is important. There's no point going to the quarterfinal, going to the semi-final, and you end up being relegated. That's the way I see it. You end up being relegated. What's the point? There's no point, right? That's one. There's no point of you moving far in the Champions League and you end up being relegated. I don't think there's any point of that. It doesn't make sense at all. Then you talk about for Atletico, let's see the injuries for both sides. I'm just curious to see. And the new coach, Tudor, has not gotten a win. Could this be his first win? Could this be his first win? I kind of doubt it, but maybe I'm wrong. Wilson Odibe is injured, knee. Obviously, Madison is injured. Kulisesi is injured. Bentancur is injured. Kudus is injured. Ben Davies is injured. Begval is 50-50, but is injured. Van der Ven sent off for okay, no, that's in the Premier League. Udogi is injured. Romero is injured, and Dragusin has a knock. Practically all their squad is even injured. So who are they fielding forward to play for them? That's the big question. Who is coming forward to play for them? Right. So I don't know. That's one fixture that I really can't see. But Atletico has everything it takes. If you ask me, they have everything it takes to win. If they are really serious about it, they have everything it takes to win, right? So yeah, that's one. But if I was to give my predictions, I would say Atletico 3, Tottenham 1. Tottenham have not been great generally in the way they've been good in Europe, but obviously with them chasing the league right now, do you think they would kind of commit most people, right? I don't think they would commit most people, right? So that's just it. Um, I think I think another. Let's go before we dive into Newcastle, Barcelona, Galatasaray, Liverpool. Let's talk about some news that came out today, right? There are news going around that Abramovich is kind of pushing to get his money. Yeah, rookie, he called in sick today. He's not available. He's not available today, so it's just me on the stream. Yeah, it's just me on the stream. But I'm just going through. I'm just talking about like Champions League generally. I've talked about the FA Cup. We're talking about Champions League. What do we expect? What are you expecting any offsets today or tomorrow rather? I don't know if I'm expecting any offsets. We'll see. Can the big thing is can Newcastle beat Barcelona? That's a big question we'll be asking ourselves. That's one. Secondly, can Galatasaray pull off something against Liverpool? There's also Atlanta too. Can they pull off something against Bayern? I'm not sure. No one is sure. But in terms of Bayern, I think Bayern should win. That's a fixture they should be winning. Or even getting a draw is good enough for that fixture, right? Getting a draw is good enough. They don't need to win. Get a draw. He said, "Oh, you've talked about the FA Cup. I want to ask if Liverpool can do me a favor to remove Manchester City. Oh, is that the favor you need to remove Manchester City? Kingsley has been talking about the FA Cup being his own. So I don't know if he's doing you a favor, right? But they can remove Manchester City. I don't see any reason why. His bush shows up on the day, right? Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah. It's going to be Arsenal, Chelsea again. Unfortunately, we will be out once again. But let's see. Maybe Rosinho can pull up something against Arteta. We don't know. He said 2-1 either way. What do you mean 2-1 either way? Either Liverpool wins 2-1 or Man City wins 2-1. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Slot is really serious. He's serious about the FA Cup, right? So yeah, he's serious about the FA Cup in the way, in the selections, everything. So you say for the PSG game, for the PSG game. Okay, so you see 2-1, 2-1 when we go to Paris and 2-1 back at the bridge. Anything is possible for that game, to be honest, but I don't know who's going to I don't know. But what are your thoughts of what do you guys think of Newcastle, Barcelona and Galatasaray, Liverpool? He said, and yeah, I don't expect any upsets in the UCL. Those Shimbreaker. Oh my God. He said, those Shimbreakers. Oh my God, rookie, why do you do this? He said, those Shimbreakers will be defeated soundly by Baka. Wow, Yamal masterclass. But anyways, Barcelona has met them. They've met them before and they beat them 2-0, right? But my only fear now is I get what I rookie, I get what you're saying, but my only fear now is he's played Eddie Howe, right? Eddie Howe probably knows what to expect. He's not going to change his tactics, obviously, for Eddie Howe. But maybe the difference could be the talents, right? He said, I can see a draw. Yeah, that same with me. I don't put Newcastle. I don't like Newcastle I won't say comfortably, but they can get a draw, right? They can get a draw. Why can't they get a draw? He said Lewis Hall between could not handle Savinho. What's the chance he'll handle Yamal? That's true. You're right. Yamal will be all over him. Who will be all over him. Like you have to with Yamal, you have to be proactive because one at any given moment you give him that space, he's picking out a pass. He's picking out a pass or he's scoring the goal himself. That's my only fear. But we'll see. Probably they will double up on that side. Eddie Howe will have a comprehensive plan. He'll probably double up on Yamal. Let's see. But if they play, like you said, you call them shin breakers. If they play really hard and rough and that kind of football, right? Hard to beat football. Barcelona, they could struggle. They could struggle. Drew is saying he sees a win. He sees a win for Newcastle Barcelona. Yeah, that's a possibility too. A draw, sorry, you see a draw for Newcastle Barcelona. He said knowing Eddie Howe and his shit tactics, he will play that ball on the left. Exactly. He will play that ball on the left hand side to handle Yamal and he's slow. Oh my god. Mm. But if you rookie, if you think about it, Lewis Hall should be the one at the left hand side because Lewis Hall is pacey. But the issue with that is that you are putting a young man. Anyway, they are both of them are both young. They are both young people. So yeah, they are both young. They go at each other. See, my only fear is okay, the midfield. Oh, so most of them are injured. Barcelona's midfield are injured. Let me check their injuries. Let's see. Let's check their injuries. Let's see. Barcelona. Barcelona. Anyways, how was your day? Guys on the stream. How was your day? My day was fine. Monday, typical Monday, extremely busy. Let's see the injuries for Barcelona. Gavi is injured. Um, Christensen is injured. Oh, Frankie De Jong is also injured. Jules Kunde is injured, and their left back is injured. Yeah. Anyways, Gavi has been injured for a long time, right? So they have how many injured? Yeah, they have about one, two, three, four, five, five. Not so much. I won't say it's very much. Much people are injured, right? You see, my day was intense. Wow. Yeah, Gavi. Yes, he said Gavi is always injured. Yeah, Gavi is injured. He said miss the prem. United fans miss the prem. We're talking of Champions League now. You're missing the prem. He said Eddie Howe might play five at the back and Gordon as striker. Yeah, that. Anyways, Eddie Howe might be negative in this one, and you won't blame him. He might go 5-5, five across the defense and five across. Typical Eddie Howe that we know. Five across, five across. Lewis Hall as a wing back, and probably Trippier. He might use Trippier depending on defenders are injured. Trippier on the right hand side as wing back too. Then he has just that five across. Exactly. Gordon up front. He could play with the Mada too. We don't know. He said, but some are injured and some just returned. Um, their last game played. Okay, the last game they played, Casedo and in the midfield. But how were they? See, that midfield definitely won't survive Joe Layton treatment. That's what I'm saying. Like, if they go really hard on Barcelona, like bully them, be rough and hard with them, they can get something from this game. I can't put them off getting something from this game. That's a big, very big possibility, right? You can't rule that out. And it's Newcastle's house. You can't rule that out. Me, I won't rule that out definitely. So, um, but if you guys were to give your predictions on the Newcastle Liverpool, what will your predictions be? I think Drew was talking about the Galatasaray game, right? Drew, why do you think Galatasaray would win this one? I think that would be. Anyways, they've met Liverpool once and they won, but that was a 1-0, right? That was a 1-0. So it might just be different. It might just be different. And Liverpool in the Champions League, they are kind of different, but I don't know. We don't know which Liverpool is going to show up. They 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 won Wolves last time, but before then they lost to Wolves. But Wolves in the Premier League is different. You can't really compare. But yeah, I don't know if Allison is injured. Let me check the injuries of Allison. You say you're putting your hopes on Yamal being a super talent. Only Yamal can carry the team now. Only Yamal can carry the team. Everybody has to turn up. And that line has to move back a bit. They can't keep that high line up to the halfway line because that will not be sustainable in this type of game. Ah! Oh my God. See, as far as Jolinton would be close to Yamal, I think he might make it back to, to Barcelona safe and sound. Oh my God. Imagine Jolinton being on, and you're right. Imagine Jolinton being on him. Ah, that's crazy, man. That's mad. That's typically unfair. Magnifico. How's your day? You say, Andy, I think I'm over my football suffering now. Oh, nice to have you back. Nice to have you back. You've recovered from the Amorim sack. And I know you were backing Amorim in the sense that you didn't want a change of coach again. But then at the end of the day, results matter, right? Results matter. If Amorim wasn't doing too bad, but at the same time, people expected certain things from him, which he didn't give, right? But with Carrick now, we don't even know. We don't know if the wins he had was new manager bounce. We don't really know. So we'll see his true character. He's going to play Aston Villa on Sunday. We'll see. But Magnifico, what are your predictions? What are your predictions for we talked about the FA Cup, but what are your predictions for Champions League? Predictions for Newcastle. Guys, drop your predictions for Newcastle Barcelona in the chats. Let's see what you see. Obviously, Rookie is going for Barcelona to batter Newcastle, right? It's a Yama and Pedro has been carrying them all season. Wow. I never knew Barcelona has to free the world from how to free the world from shin breakers. They are truly a threat to footballing world. Oh my god, it cannot be that bad now. Magnifico, give us your predictions. Drew, give us your prediction. Rookie, give us your predictions. Newcastle, Chevy, give us your predictions. Say the game won't be close unless Barcelona fail physically. Mm, that you are right. They say the game won't be close unless Barcelona. So you are thinking that Barcelona blows them out. So that's the thing. I'm thinking if Newcastle goes tomorrow, they hustle Barcelona, like hustle them. They are rough, they are physical, they're fighting for first ball, second ball, third balls. They don't give Barcelona any breathing space. Barcelona has talent, but there's a way you bully someone. It's exactly like when I watched Leeds versus Chelsea. It was just like that. Like when you felt like the other half of the match were bullied, that sort of thing. So when you hustle someone too much, you might not get anything, right? The other person might not get anything because there's no freedom to play. Say, is Bruno G fit? Let me check. I don't think so. I don't think so. Let me see. I don't think so. Newcastle injuries. Let's see. I don't think Bruno is fit, but let's check. Bruno is still injured. Emily Craft is injured. Bruno is injured. Fabian Schär is injured. Louis Smiley injured, and Jacob Ramsey is injured. Those are people that are injured. So yeah, that will be hard. See, I think Newcastle beats Barcelona at home, but lose at the new camp. But so what's your prediction? You say if Newcastle beats Barca, they will definitely beat Spurs. Wow, they will definitely beat Spurs because I expect Spurs to. But why do you expect Spurs to beat Atletico? Meaning Arsenal will face Newcastle. I don't want that at all. Rookie, yeah. Rookie, Rookie already projected to the semi-finals. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, you're afraid to new. You know, there's one thing that Foxy has been saying, right? Foxy is a Newcastle fan, obviously. He has been predicting Newcastle to get to the final if they get past Barcelona. He's been confident about that. I don't know why, but he's been confident. So probably because the route to the final he might meet two English teams, right? Say if but that's an interesting thing. Say if Newcastle wins Barcelona, they will definitely beat Spurs. But I don't know, can Spurs beat Atletico? Can Spurs beat Atletico? I think both of them play tomorrow. What are your predictions for that game? What do you guys think? Spurs Atletico. I think Atletico beats Spurs. I think Atletico beats Spurs. Say physically, who can stop Dambon in Barca? In terms of what? Magnificent. Is it in terms of the pace? In terms of what? Because Dambon is slow. He'll be. Is it if his pace? Obviously, that won't work. But if in terms of physically fighting, I don't know. There are a lot of fighters. Joe Linton is there also. Who stops Joe Linton? Joe Linton is a fighter. So who stops him? That's someone they should stop, right? Chevy is saying easy win, easy home win, and away. But Newcastle get physical. Yes, they have a chance. Okay, I see what you are saying. I see what you are saying. Rookie is saying, say Baka does not have any physical potency whatsoever. They better make sure they keep the ball to make sure the game doesn't become, oh yeah, it doesn't become a basketball game. Ah, oh, to favor those stream breakers. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's true. The more they keep the ball, that's one thing about Newcastle. Chelsea play Newcastle weekend. You keep the ball, you can move the ball around. Don't get into the mindset of playing the Newcastle game or the Newcastle way because it might not end well. Play, put the ball on the ground and play. You want Dambon to be always be facing his defense. You don't want the opportunity where Dambon is coming up to not free kicks or Dambon is busting forward. Or do you get what trying to win? We don't want anything in the air. Put the ball on the ground and let them play. Then you have a chance. Uh Magnifico is saying, say I've watched Barcelona a few times this season. They give up far too many chances on counter. Elanga is key here. He would punish them. Yeah, that high line is really critical because that line has to drop. You can I don't think Rashford obviously knows Newcastle he knows them properly, right? And he's the one that saved them in the first leg, in the first time they met. But apart from that, in that game, if you watch it, how many how many crazy chances did Newcastle Barcelona have, right? So that's one thing to watch out for. I feel like that high line should drop a bit. It should not be as high, not halfway line. That sort of high line. He said Newcastle plays physical. That's the only way they know how to play. Header. Spurs can definitely beat Atletico. I know well enough. Spurs is a club of irony, relegation, and UCL quarters. Oh my god. And the thing with Newcastle is when they go away, they always played scared. Nothing like at St. James's Park. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Say Chevy United have maximum rest. They haven't played in 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks? True, is it? Oh, it's 2 weeks. True, you're actually right. Oh, they didn't play the FA Cup. That's true. So from midweek, they didn't play midweek. So this midweek, obviously last week, midweek, they didn't play this weekend. They won't play midweek again. Then they meet Aston Villa. There's no excuse. United fans, Magnifico, Chevy, you guys, there's no excuse. Should be beating Aston Villa. It was Aston Villa, they played the FA Cup. I think they're out of the FA Cup. But obviously they're playing Europe. I think they're playing Europa League, right? So, and before they meet Manchester United on Sunday, should be Sunday. Say start Garnacho versus PSG. Why Garnacho? Why should we start Garnacho? I'm worried about this. Drew, why are we starting Garnacho against PSG? I'm getting a bit weary. Why we need to start Garnacho? Yeah, it's a bit weird, man. Why we need to start Garnacho? I'm just thinking why we need to start him. He's been good of recent, but okay. Let me ask this question for Chelsea fans or maybe people general. Drew, Chelsea fans general, would you prefer? You prefer Garnacho or do you prefer Pedro Neto? If you were to pick someone, who do you play? Right? Is it honestly speaking, I won't mind a North London derby. Because you know you qualify. You know, rookie. You guys just want easy. Ask now, you guys just want easy fixtures, right? Say that high line won't be threatened because just like in Manchester City again, Newcastle can't pull up to say, okay, they can't pass through. Okay, I see what you're saying. They will need at least two passes to beat the high line, right? You win the ball in the middle, you win the ball at the back. What is your plan with it, right? Are you doing ball over the top? Would there be someone on the line? Would Elanga hold his run and just Elanga obviously will be defending. Elanga will be defending, right? So yeah. You say you're tired of Neto. Why? Why are you tired of Neto? I think his decision making this day has been weird, but why are you tired of him? He said, let my boys rest. Chevy, over rest is not good though. He said Barcelona just need to keep the ball, make the game boring, horseshoe passing, and create a platform for Yamal. Oh my days. Wow. That's crazy. For Yamal to be Yamal. Is in his village. Umbuemo traveled. Maybe you are joking. You see, Ganacho played Barcelona Barca game. Remember? Did he? Was it Ganacho? I can't remember. But the thing about obviously Ganacho or even Chelsea and Barca generally, that game suited Maresca perfectly because Maresca knows how to use the people wide. That's his specialty. Those wingers, he knows how to employ them. He knows how to use them to be weapons of mass destruction. That's his part of his the foundation of his tactics is the wide men. So if you keep a high line, bless your soul. If he was Maresca has his wingers. Obviously, he will have good wingers. He has a chance. He will always have a chance against you, right? So that's that. Um, you say you pick Ganacho. Say according to L'Equipe, Alexander Garnacho and Malo Gusto are in line to start for Chelsea against PSG. Wow. The only thing I'll say about Garnacho is he obviously, when Garnacho has space, so what I noticed about him is just my opinion, anyways. When Garnacho has space, he enjoys playing football when there's space for him to run. Than when there's no space, he has to make decision. He's caught in two or three minds of the decision he needs to make. Rather than he's running 1v1 with you, there's a big space at your back. He doesn't have much decision to make. It's either he's going down the line to try to cut into the box, or he's trying to cut inside to shoot or even make a pass. But it's different when you have like two or three people, then he starts to overthink it, then he falls on the ball. Yeah, yeah. That's Ganacho for you. Malo Gusto. I think Palmer too should start because we need Palmer and Anyways, for those that have been disrespecting us, Kingsley and the likes, let's see what happens when we play PSG. Liverpool fans, they don't trust us. Wow, it's a boring Arsenal have scored 100 goals in all competition. Obviously, rookie is goals that win you games. No matter how boring people say Arsenal is, goals win you games. You don't score. How do you win games? How do you win games? And set pieces are part of the game. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's part of it. You can't isolate saying, oh, they're scoring from corners, they're scoring from free kick, you are scoring in a certain way. They were, I would say 10, 15 years ago, or even, yeah, let's say 10, 15, even go back to maybe 18 years ago. Free kicks were a thing when clubs had free kick and the other team will be extremely scared. I don't know if you guys remember. Extremely scared. The other team will be extremely scared because there was always a high probability they could score from a free kick. So free kick then was even used as sort of more or less like a cheat code in the sense that you are playing a team that is doing low block. You just need a free kick. Keep moving that ball till someone fouls you. Then you have a free kick. They have to move back. Then you can score from there. So it's the same thing with corners. It's the same ideology with corners. It's just that times have changed, right? Drew is saying 100 set piece goals. Only the third team to do so. Wow. CFC gamer, I say ready for war on Wednesday. 38 are set piece. But let's even say all 100 were set piece. That would be wonderful. It's it's a strike mafia into our opponent. Oh my god, rookie. That's crazy. You say Ganacho is full of confidence. Don't drop him. Yeah, all right. So I fully expect Chelsea to draw or win against PSG. We'll see what happens. You say how many crosses into the box, rookie? Ah, Chevy, how did I call Ganacho a fool? How did I say you can't think? No, you're the one that said he's a fool. I didn't say that. I didn't say that, right? But what I think is what I noticed. If there is no space at the back, he's caught between two minds. He doesn't know what to do. At the end of the day, he loses possession. He falls on the. I've seen it so many times. He falls on the ball, right? It's different from when we're playing Wrexham. Wrexham are a small team. They are championship team. So if you we want to see performance against the big teams. Yes, that's the one that will instill confidence, right? PSG, there will be space at the back. Trust me, there will be space at the back, right? There will be space at the back for us to exploit. So if you have Ganacho constantly running, or you have a Malugusto doubling up on Nuno Mendes, right? That will be great. Say, Drove, I don't know. We don't have all the tall center forwards. I know crosses into the box will be low. Oh, see, let's assume we had a selfish striker and score from all our crosses. That would be wonderful as well. In fact, I want that. I better start working on that. Said Ganacho can think better than Neto. Say someone who doesn't know, Chevy, please don't put words in my mouth. Say someone who does not know what to do is having a decision making problem. Probably. Might not be a fool, right? He needs to learn. Say people out there behaving like a goal isn't a goal, asking me what kind of goal. Any goal to break this 22 years of suffering. I will take it. At this point in time, Arsenal fans, they just want to leave the league and breathe. But 22 years is a long time. Is a long time. 22 years. You see, I'm so happy Ganacho is Chelsea's cross to carry. What was it? Anyways, oh my god. It's cross to carry. That's fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. Um okay. So but guys, what are your thoughts on the Galatasaray game? I think I don't know. I'm just thinking That's the game we might get an upset rather. I'm just sensing it. I don't know. I don't know why I'm sensing it, but I'm sensing it. Galatasaray are not good defensively. Let's get it straight. They are not good defensively, but that's a game we could get an upset. All right. You say we had the second highest goal in open play as well. Who has the highest from open play? Who has the highest goals from open play? I'm curious to see. Drew is saying, ah, ah, my God, Drew. Oh my God, Osimhen. They should be prepared for that guy. Fully prepared. He said Liverpool play Rio and they win. But would he play Rio? Oh, and it's lot. It looks like he has a personal, I don't know what to call it. Is it personal vendetta? Not vendetta, personal interest in playing a Gakpo. Week in, week out is Gakpo. He plays Gakpo all the time. So I don't know. No one knows. He loves Gakpo. So I'm not sure if Rio would even get a chance or a sniff. I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. Yeah, but tomorrow is I can't even wait. Like when I think is when Wednesday is where we have like crazy games, but tomorrow we still have good games. We have good games. Rio won't handle the pressure of Galatasaray away. Why not play Rio? He has been delivering. Yeah, that no is how do I say it now? I see. Rookie is actually right in the sense that if I was the manager, I'll play him. Why would I play him? I'll play him because it's an opportunity for a young man to go away to a hard ground, loud, and play and learn. If he makes mistake there, it's fine. It's part of his development. In fact, he needs to start making those mistakes early than when he's much older. He'll be more useful to you. See Yamal, how old is Rio? Let me even start from there. How old is Rio? Let me just check how old is Rio. I'm curious to see his age. Maybe is he 17? He's 17 years. So why can't he play? 17, why can't he play? What's stopping him from playing? 17 years of age. Why can't he play? Yeah. Take guess which current Chelsea player scored at Galatasaray. Chelsea player, Chelsea player, Chelsea player, Chelsea player, Chelsea player. I don't know. I can't remember. Current Chelsea player, Galatasaray away. I can't remember. Who remind me, Drove? I can't remember. Is it Andy the syrup I bought from Canada? The lid is stuck. Can't open. It's a common issue that happens with maple syrup bottles. True. Maybe because of the code. Took a long time to get to you. Those are the possibilities. Not sure. See, Martinelli, Neto, Gakpo are all the same. Exactly. But Martinelli is the original. The rest are rookie. I know. I don't think so. I think Neto is better than Martinelli. Neto is better than Martinelli. Let's be serious. Neto is out of the three we saw there. Gakpo is the worst. Neto is better than Martinelli. He is better than Martinelli. Yeah. With Martinelli, you don't see what he's trying to do most times. You don't see what he's trying to do. He said, Andy, oh Galata, okay. He said, Andy, since your club is very renowned for buying wingers with no potential. Wow. Why not buy now? Rookie, please, I beg you, please. I just beg you. I'm dealing with Ganacho. I'm dealing with Gittins. I might not survive if I add Martinelli. I might not survive it. If Drew will tell you, if we add Martinelli to the list, most Chelsea players will have a heart attack from the three of them, and they are all on the left hand side. We won't survive it. I don't think. He say Martinelli outpaced Neto. Maybe that's why he brought him down. He didn't want the whole world to know Martinelli was faster than him. It was pride. Pride comes before a fall. I was seriously waiting for two of them to go on a race. Like I was really waiting for it. Like I was like, oh my god, Martinelli and Neto, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Move. He brought him down. We didn't get to see two of them run. Right, that would be nice. Two of them run to the byline. And the funny thing is that Martinelli will just run straight. And probably Neto too will run straight. So that would have been a good race. Just run with him. There was no need to go down and collect a card. Right? You can just run with him side on side. Don't, even if you want to commit a foul, let it not be an obvious one. Say Martinelli and Gakpo have more GA in their career than we're talking of recent now. What did they do recently? Neto struggled with a lot of injuries. Remember that when he was in Wolves, he struggled with a lot of injuries. A lot. He struggled with a lot of injuries. Right? So you can't really judge based on that. See, they say third time is a charm. Is a lucky charm. I would say though, Madueke has been class for us, so maybe Chelsea might be the problem. Maybe Neto is good. Neto is good. I'm serious. He's good. He's better than Martinelli. He is. If he comes to us now, he does far better than what Martinelli is giving you. On the left and he can play both sides, on the left and on the right. He can even play as a 10. We've tried him as a 10, he scored goals. Right? Madueke played Mansfield. Thank you, Drew. Thank you for reminding us. We don't see Madueke when it comes to the big games. Right? And Mansfield is a small town. I've been to Mansfield before. Very small town. They have a club, right? So, yeah, played Mansfield. But at the end of the day, who knows? But tomorrow, let's give our predictions. Let's give our predictions for all the games before we go. Let's see. I'll write it down. I'll write mine down. He said only one assist and two goals for Madueke in the league. How many goals has Pedro Neto scored this season? Let's see. Neto goals this season. Pedro Neto is better than both of them. I'll be honest with you. Say okay. Has scored 5 goals in. He has scored 5 goals in 28 appearances for Chelsea during the 25-26 season across the competitions. He has 10 goals. Wow. He has 4 assists in the league. Yes, he's better. He has a GA of 9, right? GA of 9, but totally he has a GA of about plus League Cup, has a GA of 15, right? So yeah. See, Madueke has been good all season. I remember many games he has done. Rookie, get the point about Madueke. Hmm? With all Chelsea, every Chelsea fan will back me up on this. Madueke he has flair, he's exciting to watch. He would carry the ball from the first third, middle third to the final third. That's the problem. That's what we were not able to fix with Madueke. What do you do with the ball in the final third? Before he left, Maresca was trying to get a tune out of him, especially on the left hand side. On the left hand side, he was very lethal in the sense that he was just busting into the box. He had no fear. On the left hand side, he had no fear. On the right, he feels like there's still more caution when he plays on the right. But on the left, he has no fear. Right? On the left, he has no fear. So he's really good. He can carry that ball to the final third. But what do you do with the ball in the final third? That's the biggest issue. You get Garnacho sometimes is not able to carry the ball to the final third. Right? He wants space to operate. If Madueke sees space, especially if he's playing against someone, Madueke tries out one or two tricks on you. He sees that he has the opportunity to get past you. You are gone in that game. He will keep going at you. The problem is, what do you do with the ball? Are you pick out the right pass in the final third? If you can't score, pick out the right pass in the final third. Try and score if you can. Right. So that's the issue. The final third is the issue. That's why the numbers. Kinsey will say numbers are deceiving. For Madueke, I agree in the sense that you see one goal, you see one assist and two goals, and say, "Oh, the player is terrible," but he's doing other things. But where is the end product? At least if you can score, give some assist. Right? They say his profile, a lot very direct running, different. It's different from Saka. It's different. Say his decision making and his technique when he has no time is shaky. Yeah, you can say that. You can say that. But Chelsea fans will tell you that final third, Madueke gave us, apart from the Wolves game, man, it was just huffing and puffing. Final third. If you guys can fix the final third of Madueke, you have a player. You have a player now, but you'd have a very good player. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's it. So guys, let's give our predictions before I jump off the live. Um for the Champions League games. So that we'll not be surprised tomorrow. So let's start from Atlanta Bayern. What are your predictions? Tell us your predictions before you go offline. What are your predictions? I'm predicting 3-2 Bayern. Bayern win 3-2. 3-2 Bayern. That's for Atlanta Bayern. The next fixture we're going to, guys, drop your predictions in the chat. Atletico, I said Atlanta. Atletico Tottenham. I'll go for a Tottenham win. Guys, let's know your predictions. Drop your predictions in the chat. I'll go for an Atletico win. Simply because I don't know if Tottenham have much confidence. And I feel like Atletico, they can win at home. There's nothing stopping them from winning you at home, right? So I'll go for a 2-1 Atletico. I'll go 2-1 Atletico for that one. For Newcastle Barcelona, let me go for 3-1. I'll go for 3-1 Barcelona. I'll go for 3-1 Barcelona for this one. Last one for Galatasaray Liverpool. I feel like it's a supposed to win. Just watch. Wow. Say it will be close. Bayern is the best team in the world. True, 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 true. What are your predictions? Drop your predictions, guys. Galatasaray Liverpool. I suspect an offset for this one. JP, you say Barcelona are Robin Hood of football. They will give you a lead and reverse it. I take your hope. Oh my God. Is it they are Robin Hood of football? Oh my God. So they give you hope, thinking that you can, oh, maybe. Okay, I think it's a case of where they score first or you score first. The score is now becomes 1-1. Then before you know it, it becomes a riot. Maybe it ends up being 4-1. It can be that type of game too. I don't you say Barcelona will definitely destroy those shame breakers. I think that's what Rookie is just waiting for. So that he can come and banter. He just wants to banter Foxy. Anyways, he say Liverpool will be shaky 2-1. Yeah. I'll go for a 2-1, 2-1, 2-1 Liverpool too. Right? That's what I'll go for. Wow. Say Barcelona will be smoked. I'm telling you. Wow. That's crazy. Will be smoked. Ooh. Wow. Ooh. That's crazy. Why do you think AB, why do you think so? You think for those of you just joining us, our time went 1 hour ahead. So our stream is kind of it seems 1 hour early. right? Seems 1 hour early than what we usually, but it's still 5:30 p.m. CST, but it's just if it's 1 hour early. To be like that for the next till we do the daytime nonsense again. I think it's in September the next one again. So, but we've been live like 1 hour ago, or I've been live like 1 hour ago. Barcelona will be smoked. I'm telling you. AB is really confident. Baka away. Yeah, Baka is away. Say Baka about to make a movie. The title is That Night at St. James. Oh my God. So even Barcelona lose, they would reverse it at the cap. True, that's very possible. Like these brothers, they are not afraid to play football. We saw what happened when Atletico won them 4-0. They almost crawled back that deficit. Almost. Right? He said tomorrow Yamal better not disappoint me. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, so yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Thank you guys for we had on Sunday we had daylight saving whatever. So our time went forward 1 hour. It's still 5:30 p.m. CST. For those that don't have not, their clocks don't change or have not yet changed, would appear to come online 1 hour earlier than before. So record it. For those of us joining from Nigeria, from Kenya, from Ghana, would appear to come 1 hour earlier. For those joining from Europe, I think daylight saving is coming March 31st. That's those in Ireland, Spain, Paris, UK. This time is better for us. Okay, okay, okay. So this is the time that will be there. To be this time. Which time is better, AB? Is it the time you came, or because I've been on for almost an hour, right? Is it anyways 5:30 p.m. CST? I've been on for an hour, so we're coming on 1 hour earlier, right? For especially for those in Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, right? We're coming 1 hour earlier than before. So which is better? And that will run till maybe September, I think. It will run till September. The daylight time. Yeah, I'm tired of the daylights. I'm still screwed up till now. But anyways, we'll see. Kingsley wasn't around today. We'll see what. Okay, see, this time is better for us. The time you started today. Okay, see, this time is better for us. The time you started today, it's an hour early for us. Oh, an hour early for you. Oh, so you prefer this time, like this time, 9:30 p.m. Oh, sorry, 6:30 p.m. CST. Oh my God, Rookie, you see your confidence. He said, hopefully tomorrow Kingston will be healthy, speedy recovery. Yeah, hopefully he'll be back. Well, hope he doesn't disappear. If we have any any upsets, he doesn't want to be dragged to the mud. He just disappear. Anyways, he won't do that. Anyways, he won't. He won't. So, AB, what? Let me understand. This time, okay, see the time you started today is much better because it's an hour early for okay, I get it. So the time is good. So, anyways, we're 1 hour earlier, which is good. This is the normal time we should be starting the live, right? And we change again in October. I think it's October or so. We do the other we move an hour back or something. I don't know why we do it, but it's what happens in even Europe does it too. So, but this I'm glad you guys like it 1 hour earlier. It's harder for people in Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, to my people that watch us, right? And yeah, we'll see. Thank you guys for joining me today. I was the only one on the live. Thanks to AB, Rookie, Drove, JP, everybody that came. Magnifico came, Doka, Chevy. Yeah, everybody that were on the live. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the support. I really understand that it's late in some of the places. CFC gamer came to he's not around today, but he'll be around tomorrow. Trust me. He cannot escape it. If there's an offset, he doesn't beat Galatasaray, I'll make sure he's on this live. I will make sure he's on this live. He's no hiding place, right? So thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate it. I know in most places the time is very late because we stream from North America, but I really appreciate you guys coming on our stream and supporting us. Right? Yeah, maybe he's nervous for tomorrow. We don't know. He's nervous, but I don't. We'll see what happens, right? So he can't run for 2 days. He said, I cannot see Liverpool winning. Wow, are you serious? It can't be that bad. I think they should get something. They should get something. They should get something. It can't be that bad. So thank you guys for joining. We'll be back tomorrow, obviously after the games. We'll have the full house here tomorrow. And yes, thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate it. Bye. See you tomorrow. 5:30 p.m. CST, and I think it's 11:30 or 10:30 p.m. or 11 p.m. BST. I'm not sure. Bye.